Hi everyone, I hope all are doing well. So welcome to Microsoft Power BI session along with the SQL. This is Lakshmi. So we started new batch yesterday. So this is a second session. So people who are missed the first session, please go through with the recording. Recording is already uploaded in YouTube channel and we shared those links also in WhatsApp group. Okay, people who not yet joined the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. You will get all the updates over there. Okay, so let's go through the details first and then we'll start the today's session. Okay. Yep. So as I mentioned, it started on yesterday. So I'm sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So 1st July 2024, we started new batch. It means yesterday. And first session already available in a YouTube channel. Okay, you can go through with that and then you can view the recordings on all. The timing will be 7:30 p.m. IST to 8:30 p.m. IST. And the course duration will be 5 weeks and the fees is 5,900. So this is today second session. As we mentioned, first 3 sessions are free. Okay, first 3 sessions are free. And from 4th session, the Zoom link will get changed. We are not going to use the current one which we are using. Okay, so there will be a new link will be shared with the candidates who opted the course. Okay, so first 2 sessions we are uploading in YouTube channel. And you can view the recordings from third recording, like a third session recordings, we are going to share only with the participants who opted the course. Okay. And no batch shifting. This is strictly rule. Okay. No batch shifting, no amount refunded. So people be like, if the time is convenient for you, please opt for the course. Okay. For session update and all, as I mentioned, please join the WhatsApp community group. You'll get all the updates, not only regarding this, you'll get the other new batches. If some other technologies are going to start, yes, we are posting over there also. Okay, all the session recordings and notes will be accessed through LMS. So it's called Grapher. Okay, we are uploading all the recordings, class note, on the data which we are using for the reporting purpose. These are all we are uploading in LMS. People who opted for the course, they are going to get the access for LMS. They can download the data and they can view the recordings also. Okay, and the next one is the the support team is available Monday to Saturday. Okay, you can reach out 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. between. Contact numbers are there. Please note down the contact numbers. If you have any questions, concerns related to the subject, related to the courses and payment things and links, access part, everything, you can reach out to the support team, or else you can send a mail to support@Logic Lab Technologies. They will reply you. Okay, and please note down the numbers. That will help you a lot. We have a social media links. Please follow that. So you'll get all the course details on that. Okay. Yes. So yesterday we discussed about what is BI, what is Power BI, benefits of Power BI, versions of Power BI, and 7 pillars of Power BI. These concepts we discussed. Any questions, concerns on this concept? People who join newly today, so don't worry. So you can go through the recordings, you can understand the basic. So basic is very important. If you don't know what is BI, why we are using, what is the purpose of BI, then you'll stuck somewhere. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you. So recording is available in YouTube. Please go through with that and understand the what is BI and what is Power BI, how it is going to help to the business, why we have Power BI as a lead. Okay, so all the things we discussed yesterday. Please go through with that. Okay, and if you have any questions, concerns, please raise your hand on yesterday's session. I'll allow you guys to talk. We can go through the questions. Not only today, okay? Every day it is going to be like this. Like, first, 5 minutes, I'll get to the questions. Why? Because if you stuck somewhere, it's good to clear the route and then move forward. So you struck somewhere and then we are moving forward, then it's not going to help. You'll be stay there only. Okay, your mind will stuck over there only. That's why first 5 minutes I'm allocating for the questions on the on the previous sessions, whatever it is, like not only first session. So we completed 20, just for the example, we completed 26 sessions. Still you have a questions on a second session or third session or fourth session, whatever it is, yes, you can ask. It's not only previous one. Okay. So if you have any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. I'll allow you guys to talk and then we'll clear the questions over there only. Any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. So people who are not able to talk here, you can use chat box. I'm enabling the chat box also. Okay, please use chat box if you have any questions, concerns. You can type here. So I'll check that chat box later and then I'll respond for it. Cool. So I didn't see any hand raise. So let's go through that. And before going to start Power BI desktop today, so let's see the how we can install the Power BI desktop into our local systems. So this is a link I'm posting in group. Okay, in chat box. I'm just placing here. Just copy that or else you can access that immediately. You can download it. So open that link. Okay, I placed in chat box. Open that link and click on download. Click on download and it will show like this: PBI desktop setup.exe or PBI desktop setup 64exe. So based on your system confidence, you can download any one of the file. Okay, select and then click on download. As I have already in my local system, so I'm not doing right now. So just click on download and then install it. Then it's not required to install it. It's not a big process, just one click. Okay, just download and then start the running the exe file. That's it. Or we'll get installed. So once it is installed, is done, then you have to check right whether the Power BI is installed or not. What you can do, you can type Power BI in your Windows. See, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. See, Power BI desktop. Okay, so once you clicked on this, Power BI desktop will get open. Matthew, yes, I see hand raised from your end. Please unmute yourself and then talk.
Please, what I'm seeing here is different from what you have there. I don't know what mistake I made. Is it Microsoft Power BI desktop?
Yes.
Desktop. That's what I should type into my
Yes,
browser.
it's a desktop. Yes, desktop version.
Okay. Microsoft.
Don't worry, you can use the link which I shared in chat box.
Okay. All right. Let me
Oh.
see that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Cool. So you can use the link. Is it fine, Matthew, or still you have any concern on it?
I'm trying to get the link. Okay, sure.
It's there in chat box. You can copy from there, or else you can click on that link. It will take you into the browser.
Okay, the link there I should not. Okay, let me send this one. Then, so where should I go to now? I can see it.
Just
okay,
scroll down, download option,
okay.
click on download. You can choose the
Then
based on your
click on
confidence. Yeah,
click on the
64.
last one, PBI desktop setup.
Yes, you can select that and then download.
Last one. Okay, all right.
Yep. Okay, once it is download, just open that file. Automatically, exe file will get executed and then the Power BI will get installed.
All right. Okay, yeah, I'm there. Thank you.
Cool, thanks. Cool. So once you open the Power BI, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. Okay, so let's go into the our deck. So Power BI desktop. We are good with the download and let's see what we can do with the Power BI desktop. Yesterday we discussed about it, right? But still, let's go through with the step by step once again. Why? Because a lot of people are missed yesterday. So new people join here. So let's discuss about the Power BI desktop first. Okay, Power BI desktop. What we can do with this? We can prepare. What we can prepare? We can prepare the data. How we can prepare? We can do the ETL performance here with the Power BI desktop version. Correct. So not with the Power BI desktop version, we have a Power Query Editor. It's not a different tool. It's not a different tool. It's come along with the Power BI. Okay, so once you clicked on the transformation, then it will take us into Power Query Editor. Okay, don't worry about it. It's not the different tool which needs to be downloaded. Okay, so you can get it along with the Power BI itself. So with that, what we can do, we can perform the ETL. What is meant by ETL? ETL means extract, transform, load. Yesterday we discussed clearly about it. People who join newly today, please go through with the yesterday recordings. Okay, we can connect to the multiple sources. We can load the data. We can transform the data, means transform the sense we can clean the data, and we can load data into Power BI desktop. Okay, that's what the meaning of prepare. Explore and create model. So what we can do, we can create a data model in Power BI. So we have a 4 views. Sorry, this deck is prepared previously. Now we have a 4 views are available. Definitely we are going to have an interview question on it. Okay, how many types of views are available in Power BI? We have a 4 views are available. Before it has only 3 views: report views, data view, model view. Okay, these 3 are there. But now in the month of April, they added DAX view also. They added DAX view as well. I'll show you once we enter into the Power BI. Okay, so 4 views are available. One is report view, data view, model view, and DAX view. Okay, what we can do? Let's go through with the once we enter into the overview. Okay, in modeling view, we used to give a relationship between the tables, and we are going to create the schema. Schemas in the sense star schema, snowflake schema, these concepts will come. Okay, the next one is a report. So report view. The first one is a report view. So here we are going to create all the visuals. So we are done with the ETL. We are good with the data, and we created the calculated columns measures, and we created the model as well. And the final one is UI creation. Okay, we are going to create a visualization in reporting tab. Okay, next one is publish. Where we are going to publish the report? We are going to publish the report in Power BI surveys. It's a cloud-based platform. Okay, you can see in this picture. So data sources, yes, we are going to connect to the multiple data sources, either it is SQL or SharePoint locations or cloud or any dimensional models like SSAS, tabular model, dimensional model, those things, live connections, anything. Okay, we can connect to the multiple data sources, and we can create the report by using the desktop report view we can use, and then we can create the multiple pages, and which is contain multiple visuals which are going to be tell some story in the sense, not the movie stories. Okay, it's a telling story about the business, that's what the purpose of to have a the BA reports, right? So it should tell some story. All the visuals have some a relation, and then it should tell some story. It's not like, okay, cut and paste. It's not like that. All the visuals should have a relation, and then each visual should tell something about our business. Okay, that is very, very important. So once we are done with the preparing visuals, then we have to publish the report. Where we are going to publish the report? We are going to publish the report in cloud. It means Power BI service. It's called Power BI service. So this is a Power BI service. Here we are going to publish the report. And what is this part? Power BI data gateways and your organization data, what it is. So we are going to connect multiple data sources, correct? So we are going to connect to multiple data sources. Security is very, very important for the data, correct? Because data is very valuable, and we need a high level security for the data, correct? So that's why what we have, so if it is cloud means definitely we have to maintain the security. Otherwise, any other companies can access or any hacks can happen, something like that, right? So that's why we have a gateways. We have a gateways. So gateways will work like a bridge between Power BI service and then data source. Okay, gateways will work like a bridge between Power BI service and data source. Okay. So data source in the sense it could be database data, okay, or else files, or else any ERP system, whatever it is. Okay, we are going to create a gateways, and through these gateways we are connecting, like we are giving connection between Power BI service and databases, and we are scheduling our reports in Power BI service itself. Automation concept we discussed yesterday. Okay, so there our report scheduling will come. Okay, don't worry what is gateway, how we can create these gateways, how we can align, like, how we can assign the gateways to our reports. We'll discuss all the things, okay, in the coming sessions. The next one is, okay, we are good with the report, we are good with the data model, we are good to publish, okay, everything is done, testing also done, good to move to production. Okay, we publish again the Power BI report into production environment. And now, what we have to do? We have to give a access to the users. We have to give a access to the users. Where we have to give access? We have to give access in by using Power BI surveys. Here only we have to give a access to the users. And once we give access to the users, how they can access? So they can use the mobile, tab, or laptops. Any system they can use, tab they can use, or mobile also they can use. Okay, for checking the reports. Is it clear? Is it clear, or you guys want me to explain once again? So this is what we are going to do as a BI developer. Whatever story I explained here, no, that's what we are going to do as a BI developer. Any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. Matthew, I see still your hand raised. Is it related to previous question? Then yeah, thanks. Any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. Okay, sure, Sai. I'll repeat once again. So what we are doing with the Power BI service. Not only Power BI service, with the Power BI desktop. Okay, so let's go through that. So we are connecting multiple sources. First, what we are doing, we are connecting to the multiple sources. Multiple sources in the sense, don't just connect to the multiple sources and then do the, no, whatever is required. First, we have to identify what is going to be our data and what is the source for it. We have to identify as a BI developer. Okay, we know the source. Let's connect to the source and load the data. Okay, second thing, what we have to do? Second thing is we have to check the data. Is it like a structured data or unstructured data? If it is structured data, well and good, we can use that data directly. If it is unstructured data, then we have to make it structured. Means we have to clean up the data. We have to eliminate some unnecessary data. We have to if we have to add the some additional columns to that, if it is required, calculated one and all. These are all things we have to do. Okay, that also done. And modeling also done. We are using a multiple tables and we gave the relationship between the tables. That is also done by using a modeling tab. And we created the report. We created the some visuals. Some visuals in the sense the visuals should tell some stories. That is very, very important. Okay, don't create a blindly all the visuals and then use some columns and measures. That's it. No, not like that. If you are creating a visual, then that should have some meaning. That should tell something about our business. Okay, so it should give some information about our business. That is the purpose of having the reports. Not like a simply, okay, add bar chart, add pie chart, add girl chart. No, not like that. Okay, so okay, we are good with the visuals also. So we are done with the Power BI desktop version. And now we have to publish this to workspace, correct? So why we need to publish into the workspace? It's not like we are not going to share a PBIX file to the users. We are not going to share a PBIX file, local files to the users. We need a platform where we can give access to the users, correct? So the platform is here, Power BI Service. Power BI Service. This is a cloud platform. We can publish the reports from desktop to Power BI Service. And from here, we can give a access to the users. And accessing to the users, not only giving the access, is it the one only we have a purpose of it? No, we need to schedule our reports. We have to refresh every day, like 4 hours once, 2 hours once, hourly once, daily once, like that. We have to refresh our report. It's not like a one-time refresh and then publish the report. No, not like that. We have to schedule our reports. So for that, we have to secure our data also. As it is cloud, no, we have to secure our data. Otherwise, the data can be hacked, correct? So that's why we have a gateways concept here. We have a gateways concept here, which will work like a bridge between Power BI service and data sources or organization data sources. With the help of gateways, we can schedule our reports based on the frequency. Frequency in the sense, some reports monthly we have to refresh, some reports weekly ones, some reports we have to schedule hourly ones, we have to refresh hourly ones, sometimes 4 hours once, 8 hours once, based on the requirement. Okay, based on the requirement, we have to schedule our reports. Okay, these are all things are done. We are good with this. Now we have to give it to the users, right? It's not like everything is done, keep it with us. No, we have to give access to the users. Okay, once the users have started to using our reports, then we are going to there will be a meaning to create all the reports on the correct. So otherwise, if no one are using the reports means it's a waste of time and waste of money, correct? So we have to give access to the users and they can access through mobile, tab, or any system. They can access the reports and then they can view like a web pages and they can analyze their business. This is how the process. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Sai Shravan, I see hand raised from your end. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Can you hear me, Lakshmi, now?
Yes, yes. How are you?
I'm doing good, Lakshmi. How about you?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi, for telling me again. So actually, I have a small doubt that so once the visualization is done, so you said that we are going to give access to the users, right?
No. We are going to publish our reports into Power
Yeah,
BI service.
okay. So after that, we are going to give the access, right?
Yes.
So can we limit that access to only specific users, or every user can see these?
No. See here, two things are there. There is an option called specific users, and there is an option entire organization can access. Entire organization in the sense, whoever part of our organization, whoever have a mail ID of our organization, then they can access. If you check that box, then they can view, like whoever are there in the organization, they can access. If you check only specific people, then you have to add the mail IDs. For example, 10 users are there. You have to give access only for that 10 users. Then you have to give that mail IDs to our Power BI service and then they will access. Others are not going to access the reports.
Got it, Lakshmi. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Is it clear? I hope it is clear now. So this is what we are doing, as a BA developer, we are going to do this stuff. This entire work only we are doing. Okay. So let's move into next concept. So now we are going to discuss about overview of desktop, various data connections, overview of Power Query Editor. These three things we are going to discuss today. Okay. So Power BI desktop. So we install the Power BI and once you open the Power BI, this is how it looks. So you have to click on blank report. This is how it looks. This is how the blank report will look. Okay. You can see here by default, add data to your reports. You can use these options if your data is coming from these sources. You can use this option to load the data, connect to the data connections. Okay. And one more thing. So here we are going to discuss the data sources which we are using regularly in our day-to-day activities. Okay. We are not going to use a ERP connections. Why? Because as I mentioned yesterday, we are not going to get the access for the ERPs. We are going to get the access for the data which is flowing from ERP system to databases. For that databases access, yes, we are going to have, and we are consuming that data. Okay, in real time, this is how it is. So don't worry about the ERP, like SAP, how we can connect to the SAP, how we can connect to the other ERP systems and all. Okay, don't worry about it. So it is very pretty easy. You have to provide the links and then credentials. That's it. That's it. And if you are using any T codes, have to provide that T code. T codes in the sense in a ERP system, we call it T codes, which is going to contain the number of columns, whatever columns are required, that and then data will be available, like a table kind of. Okay, we call it T codes. But in real time, we are not going to connect to the direct to ERP systems. Very rare cases, I can say. I don't think so. Even like 2% people are directly connecting to the ERP systems. Okay, so yeah, let's go through with the first overview of desktop. This is how it is looks. As I mentioned, you can see here report view, table view, and model view, DAX view, DAX query view. This one recently they added in the month of April. This one recently they added. So this is like a query kind of like a SSAs. I think people who are aware about SQL, SSMS we have, right? SQL Server Management System. So how we are using that SQL Server Management System to query. We have to write a queries over there and we can execute that. We can see the data output there itself. So that's how you can use the DAX query also. You can write a DAX queries here and you can execute that. You can see the results here itself. That is the purpose of having DAX view. Definitely, we are going to have an interview question here. Okay, so even when the interview questions comes, or else if some important comes, definitely I'm informing there. Please note down that the concept, and then you can practice, and then you'll be prepared for the interviews also parallelly. Okay, so yes, Cleveland, I see your hand raised. Please unmute yourself and then talk.
Hi, yes.
Hey.
So I'm on a Mac computer and it's not allowing me to download.
Yeah,
the
for
desk-
Mac, yes. This version is not available for the Mac. There is a lot of settings are required for the Mac. I don't think so it will be work. You have to install the other stuff as well. So what you can do now, try to, I'll give you the link. I don't think so that will work for you also. What you can, is it possible to use normal system instead of Mac? Why? Because for Mac, the Power BI version is not it's not supporting as of now. They might release enough further, next releases or not. I'm not sure about it. But right now it is not supporting for the MacBooks.
So how do we follow along?
It has a process to install actually. It's need additional installations as well. I'll do one thing. I'll give a link. Okay, just go through with that. Try to install that, or else maybe you can take some references from YouTube also. It is there that some videos are there how to install for the Mac and all. Okay,
Okay.
take that reference, try to install. If that is not going to work, then it's good to use PCs
Okay.
other than MacBook. Huh? Try for it. Even same thing happened for the last time, in the previous batch also, I see these kind of issues. Even they did same way. They try to go through the step by step what they are telling, but they miss something and then the installation is not happen. You have to be install other tools as well. Anyways, no worries. So I'll give links. Just go through with that if it is works well and good for you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, so this is our DAX query view, and you can see here modeling view. Right now we don't have any tables here, so that's why we are not able to see the this one, the tables list here. So otherwise, if we load the data, then automatically it will show all the tables list here, and you can drag and drop the tables and you can give the relationship between the tables. Okay, so for that purpose, we have a modeling tab here. You can see here tables and model. So before we don't have this one model. This feature also recently they added. With this, what we can do, we can understand the what is a table, what are the key columns we use, what tables have a relationship between. These are all information we can get to know with this option. Okay, I'll show you this option again once we loaded the tables. Okay, so this is a tables only. Before we used to have only tables view. Okay, now recently they added the modeling view as well. Okay, here you can see the properties. So properties are related to tables. Like, for the tables, if you want to give any description for the tables, like what is the source for it, what it is representing, what kind of data we have in this table. So those information you can provide here with the help of properties. Okay, and you can provide the synonyms like, order table. So instead of order table, you can give other names as well. So synonyms, like if someone is searching with different names, so that also the synonyms, not the like any other words. Okay, synonyms you can provide. I'll show you all the options once we loaded the tables. Okay, you can see the each and every option once we enter into the modeling tab. Okay, so the next one is table view. Here the data looks like a rows and columns, like our Excel sheets, how Excel sheet looks. So in the same way, once we loaded the data, the same way the Power BI file table view also looks like. So let me open any. Let me open one file, PPI file, which we are using currently in now previous batch. Let me open that. Let me show you how it looks once we loaded the data. So this is how the modeling tab will looks. This is how we used to give the relationship between the tables. Okay. And this one looks like this. These are all the tables in the data. So columns and rows. Okay. Same way, like in Excel sheets also we used to see data like this, right? The same way. We have a data here also. And reporting way, this is for visualization purpose. This is how the data looks. Okay, here we are adding all our visuals. So you can see here filter pan. So filter pan, we are going to have definitely 2 interview questions on it. Okay, what type of how many types of filters are available? We're going to have that question one. The second one is what is the difference between filter and slicer? These two are we're going to have. So here 3 types of visuals are there. Filter types are there. One is filter on the visual. So right now we can see filter on this page, filter on all pages. Correct. So filter on this page, filter on all pages. Where is the third one? So once you selected the visual, we're going to have a third one. See, filter on this visual. Filters on this visual. So 3 types of filters are there. One is filters on this visual, filter on this page, filter on all pages. Or else you can say filter on report level filters. A report level filter, page level filter, visual level filters. 3 types of visuals are there. Filters are there. Okay. And this one is a visualization pan. Okay, you can see all the visuals. These are all default visuals which are like added from the Microsoft itself. And if you want additional visuals, other than these visuals, if you want, what you can do, you can download from the market. How you can download from the market? Here you can see the 3 eclipse, correct? So click on this, get more visuals. Have to click here. it will take you here. Whatever visuals you want, you can select that and then you can use it. And here you can see the some visuals have a tick mark and some are no. So you can see here. Few visuals have the tick mark, means this is certified by Microsoft. This is certified by Microsoft. Okay, so it's good to use certified visuals. Good to use certified visuals. Why? Because if you are using the other one, which is not certified, it might crash. It might not going to work in future. Okay, so that's why it's good to use certified visuals. You can select and then click on add, then automatically that visual is going to add into your pan. So you can see here, 2 visuals I added. This is how it is going to be added. Okay. And next one is data. So here you can see all the tables. Whatever tables you are loaded, whatever tables you created on the desktop, okay, all the tables you can see. If you expand this, you can see, expand, let me expand. You can see all the column names. These are all column names. Okay, you can see measures. These are all measures. The icon, the calculator icon is there, no? That is measure. Okay, and there are some calculated columns as well. So you can see this symbol, the table and FX symbol. That is calculated column. That is calculated column. The symbols you have to check. So these are all calculated column. This one is FX. Wherever you can see FX, no, that is calculated column. You can see here the symbol called jet kind of on the table. So this is number data type. Okay, the data type is number data type. That's why we can see that. See, you can see whole number. You can see the data type here on the type left side top. You can see data type is a whole number. I selected year and data type is whole number. Okay, this is how the data view looks. Okay, collapse all. Let me do the collapse all. Okay, is it clear about data, about desktop? Is it clear? So you can see home tab, insert, modeling. We'll discuss all of them. Okay, one by one. Is it clear? Please raise your hand if you have any questions, concerns. If you are good with the stuff, then please use chat box and say yes, if it is clear. Please use chat box at least, or else I thought you guys are sleeping mode. Cool, cool. I see some response at least. Please use chat box. See, session should be interactive. Then only even I'll get interest to say more things. Correct. So it should be interactive. If you sleep, then even I feel sleepy. Okay, use chat box. If you have any questions, concerns, please raise your hand and stop me and then ask questions there itself. Okay, so see, in online classes, we are not going to have this feature, but I'm providing that. Why? Because this is very, very important. If you are spending some amount, if you are spending some time, it's good to have a clarity over there itself. Okay, don't go with the questions. If you have to get the clarify there itself and then clear your brain and then go. So we have 3 types of filters. One is report level filter, visual level filter, and page level filters. 3 types of visuals are there. Don't worry, again we are going to repeat these are all things once we enter into the step by step. Okay, first we are covering Power Query Editor. That is very, very important. Why? Because first we have to do the ETL part. In any report, we have to perform ETL and then modeling. And then if you want to add any measures, calculated columns, you have to come to the table view and then report. So like this, step by step we are going. We are not like creating visuals first and then doing this, that. No, we are going in the order. In every project needs to be go in this order only. Okay. Yes, it will ask login. So our personal mail IDs are not going to work. You have to use your organization IDs. People who don't have an organization ID, like people who are not working, maybe you can use your friends, like if you have any working friends, or if you have, it's not going to be harm anything. Okay, it's not going to be harm anything. It's not going to be like, guide them in a wrong way. No, nothing will happen. Just you can use their mail IDs and credentials to log in. Okay, so you can take their mail IDs and login credentials and you can log in that. It's not going to be intimate anyone also in organization. Okay, it's not going to be harm anything. You can use that. Okay, I hope Ishwar, it is clear. Thanks. So we have to go with the step by step. First, do the ETL. Let's discuss about the data connections, how we can connect to the data, and then how we can do the transformations. What are all the options? Each and every option we are going to discuss here. Each and every point, every option we are going to discuss here. And we are not using all the option in all the projects. Okay, we are using few things, but we should know all the options, right? What is the purpose of having this option? Okay, so that step by step we are discussing, and each tab wise, like this in Power Query Editor also, home tab, insert modeling tab, like this we are going to have a different tabs. Okay, each tab we are going to discuss, each tab, whatever options are available, each and everything we are going to discuss, and then we are going to work on a one project. Okay, and we are taking one project, sales project, and we are working on that project only. Okay, first I'll explain all the options which are existed, and we are discussing about the project, and we are loading the project data. I'll share the data with you guys, and we are performing the transformations, whatever transformation classes are done now as of now. So everything I'll give, like, once weekends comes, you can do it yourself, like, whatever options we created. Okay, what options we can use here, what type of transformations we can do it. So you'll get the idea. You'll get an idea once you started that. And then we are doing the modeling as well. So like that, step by step, we are coming up. Okay, people who don't have a knowledge on coding, don't worry. We have all the options are existed. We can achieve with the options only. Okay, cool. So this is how the Power BI desktop looks like. Next one is data connections. I'm asking you guys to, like, people who are working with the data, please do some work behalf of me. Okay, what it is. So I just want list of data sources, what type of data sources you guys are using. Can I know how many of you are working with the data? Just raise your hand, I'll count that. I'll take account of it. How many of you are working with the data, databases and all? Database or Excel files, whatever it is. Okay. 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 So I see some hand raises here. So what you can do now, you just list down the what type of data sources you are using. Either it is SQL databases, either it is Excel files, or either it is SharePoint locations, either it is ERP systems, whatever it is. Just list down, and then tomorrow, please use chat box and then give the list of data sources. Or else right now also you can use, as we have a time. Yeah, we have 16 minutes time is there. Please use chat box. What type of data sources you are using? Okay, MS SQL, Excel. Yes, yes, please. I see some replies from the people. Yep. SQL and Excel, okay. Okay, SQL, SQL. Okay, okay, okay. SQL, SQL. Yes, Gopi, you're allowed to talk now. You can unmute
No,
your.
no, I was just answering for that
Oh,
database.
okay, 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 yeah. Varun, do you have any question? Okay, okay, cool. So yes, I got SQL and Excel files. Most of you guys are using SQL and Excel files. Okay, even in real time, in organizations also, we are doing same thing. Okay, in real time. As a BI developer, I have a 9 years of experience as a BI developer. I worked on ClickView, I worked on ClickSense, even Tableau I worked on. Okay, and now Power BI. So I started my career with ClickView. And then we moved to ClickSense and then Tableau, now Power BI. So in my experience, I connected data sources, Excel, SQL databases, now Azure. Nowadays, we are connecting to the Databricks and all and Anaplan. Okay, these things we connected. Even we got some requirement to connect ERP systems like SAP, but they denied. Why? Because they are not going to give access to the ERP systems. They denied. The SAP maintenance team will be there, right? The admin team and all. They denied to give access to that. Why? Because they are not going to give a load on the ERP system. They said, we have all the data, whatever is there, whatever T codes are there, everything, the data is there in a backend. Please get the access for that and then use the data. That's what they said. Even same thing we did. So that's why what I'm doing here now, I'm picking the most common used data sources and I'm going to show you how we can connect to that. Even the other data sources also similar kind of, but we have to provide the different links and credentials. That's it. Okay, so we are going to discuss the most commonly used data sources. Okay, so here you have an option called get data. Get data option we have. So we have Excel workbook, Power BI semantic model, data flows, data access, SQL server, analysis service, text CSV, web, OData feed, blank queries. And if you click on more, no, you can see the other things as well. So files related. We'll go through with the Excel, text CSV file and XML JSON. I don't think so. We are going to use that. And folder, yes. PDF, yes, we are using. And SharePoint folder, yes, we are using. Okay. Databases. These are all the databases we have. If you know how to connect to the database, SQL Server database, same type of credentials, server names and all you have to give the, so same connectivity for Oracle, IBM Info, all the other databases connections also same. So I'm going to explain one thing, SQL Server database. Similar way you can connect if you are using MySQL database, IBM, whatever it is, you can try to connect in the same way. If you have a credentials, if you have access for it. Okay. And Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric in the sense, data semantic model. So I'll show you this option also how to connect and data flows. So we are not using much this one. Why? Because mostly we are creating the data sets in our Power BI desktop itself. Okay. So KQL database, these are all things we are not going to discuss much here. The next one is Power Platform. Okay, data flows again, same thing. So if people who have a knowledge on a Power Apps, they can use these options, Dataverse and all. Okay, you can just click on it. It will ask for the details and provide the details and then connect. That's it. Okay, it's not the big task. Even Azure. See, if you know the how to connect to the SQL, same thing for Azure SQL database also. Okay, we are not going to have all the credentials to showcase these are all sources. Correct. So that's why what I'm telling, if you have an access for any kind of data sources here, just check the data source list of data sources. If you have any access, like, for example, you're working on the Azure Databricks, you have a credential, just try to connect to that. What are the credentials it is asking? What are the stuff it is asking? Just try to provide and then try to connect. Okay, that's what I'm expecting from you guys. Why? Because I'm not going to have access for all of them, right? So that's why I don't have a credentials first of all. Okay, if you are using any others also, you can try to connect. Online services, yes, SharePoint online list, correct. So how to connect to that one? And Salesforce object, if someone is working on the Salesforce reports, yes, you can use that options to connect. Okay, this work I am looking from your end. People who are working, please try to connect if you have a credentials for it. Okay, but connecting data source is not a big task. If you have a credentials with you, it is very easy. Okay, and then others. Others comes web. Again, SharePoint locations we can use, SharePoint list we can use, the OData, OLDB, Hadoop, Spark. You can see all of this. Anaplan. So this one also we are using for financial reports. Okay, so even all the things. So if you click on Anaplan, no, it will ask for the, see, it will ask for the link. Anaplan link, see, URL, API URL it is going to ask. So you have to provide the URLs and click on OK. Credentials it will ask. You have to provide your credential, login credentials. That's it. If you have access, then only it will show. Okay, that's the same thing. So don't worry, we'll go with the each and every option. Excel workbook. We are going to discuss Excel workbook, Power BI semantic model, okay, SQL server, and text CSV, web, folder, SharePoint folder, SharePoint, the normal folder. These things we are going to discuss. And folder, yes, this is going to be this is going to be regularly, not regularly. If you are using different types of files from a different operations team, if you are going to get the files from different operations team and different files and like country wise or something like that, then folders we are using. I'll show you this option, how we can load multiple CSV files and how we can combine the multiple CSV file automatically without coding. Okay, automatically without coding. I'll show you this option. This is very, very important. Okay, when you are working on financial reports, no, we have to use this folder option. If the data is coming through CSV files or Excel files. Matthew, yes, I see your hand raised. Any questions, concerns from your end?
Yeah, thank you for that information. My question is that instead of trying to get data and connect to them, especially if you're using Excel file, can I, from the report view, can I import data from Excel or from SQL directly instead of trying to get data connect directly? Can I import also using
Yes.
this feature to also import data from a particular source?
Yes. So
Okay.
what we are doing, no? We are not going to connect always Excel workbooks. We are going to connect databases also. And we are importing that. We have two options. One is import model and direct query model. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Two options are there. So if we import the data, then the data will stay in the Power BI and it will use our local system RAM and it will store our data here itself in Power BI. And whenever you are using slicers or moving, like clicking on the reports and all, every time it will interact locally within Power BI. Okay. So if you use direct query, what it will do, no? Every time it will interact with the data source and it will connect to the data source and execute the query, and whatever you are looking for it, it will give you back the results. That's how it is. So don't worry, we'll discuss that options. Okay, once when we are discussing about the SQL Server connection, I'll show you that option. What is the import option will do, what it will do, the direct query, what are the limitations we have for it, what is the difference between everything, we'll discuss about it. Okay. Is it clear, Matif?
Yeah, thank you. It's clear. Thank you.
Yep. Cool. Any questions, concerns here on the data source? Okay, so the next one is overview of Power Query Editor. So to move into right now, we are in desktop version. So you can see here it is showing Power BI desktop. You can see on the top. So let me note it. So you can see here Power BI desktop. Correct. So how I can move into the Power BI query editor. So we have here transform data option in home tab, transform data option. Just click on it and transform data. Select the transform data. See now what it is showing? Power Query Editor. It's open another window called Power Query Editor. This is how the Power Query Editor will look. Let me show you with the data, another report. So I'm moving into Home tab and transform data, transform data. Now it is taking me into Power BI Query Editor, Power Query Editor. Okay, this is how it looks. Change the files. That's why it is showing some errors. Okay, don't worry. The files have errors. Okay. So this is how Power Query Editor looks. Okay. Here, 1 minute. Showing some error. Let me clear out by this. One minute. Have some errors over here. It's no problem. So I'll clear that all the errors later. Okay, this is how the Power Query Editor looks. So these are all the tables which we loaded. Okay, so let me note. These are all tables which we loaded. You can see here. So these are all step will be recorded. Okay, what type of steps it is? Whatever transformation we did, all the steps will be recorded here. And you can see the table name here. What table you selected, no, the table name, it will show here. And these are all the columns in a selected table. These are all the columns in a selected table, and these are all the records. Okay, this entire is a data. Okay, and let me do one thing. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks. You can see here home, transform, add column, view, tools. There are different tabs are there. Home tab, transform tab, add columns. These are all options we are going to discuss. Okay, step by step we are going to discuss, and each option I'll show you with the example. Okay, why? Because we should know the options, then you can use wherever, whatever, what kind of transformation is required. No, you have to analyze and use that option. If you know the options where it is existed, it is very easy to use that, right? So if you don't know the option, what need to be do, then it is very difficult to do it. So if you know the options, then it is very easy to work it on. Okay, so any questions, concerns here? Please raise your hand. So it's just overview. We are going to walk through with the each and every option in the further sessions. Okay, that's it for the day. We are in on time. 1 minute we have. If you have any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. And if you have any questions, you can type in chat box also. See, yes. So login, why login is required? If you want to publish the reports into Power BI surveys, in that time login is required. Usually it's not going to be asked. Once you downloaded and install, well and good, it's not required. You can skip that option if it is not allowing you to skip. Actually, initial days, how the Microsoft is released, no? If you have an organization ID, if you provided that organization ID, then only it will allow us to download the Power BI file. And later what they did, they will skip that option and they will it is available for all of them. And even we can we can use the report, we can use the desktop version without login also. We can skip that option. But right now, I'm not sure. I'll check with the other login credentials. Okay, let me check in another system if whether it is allowing or not. Okay, I'll install in other system. Let me check if what kind of credentials it is looking for it. If you have a skip option, you can skip that. Okay. And it's not required to log in. But when you are publishing the report into Power BI surveys, in that time, the login is required. In that time, the login is required. That is mandatory. For developing the report, ETL for ETL purpose, doing the connecting the multiple sources, loading the data, transforming the data, modeling, report creation, visuals creation. For these are all, it's not required before. But yesterday they released one more, not yesterday, I think so, last week, I think so. So maybe they might change the settings. I have to check on it. Is it fine, Ishwar? Okay, cool. So without login also, you can do that. Cool. Matthew, I see your hand raise. Any questions from your end?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I imported data now from my Excel file. One of the personal projects I've done in recent past, but I could not see the data. I don't know where it took it to, but I saw it on.
So have you loaded the data?
Yes, I just say it again.
Have you loaded the data?
Yes, I imported data from my Excel file that I have. I have loads of data that I have.
See, if you connected data source from Power Query Editor or Power BI Desktop, which option you use?
From desktop.
From desktop, right? Then you can see if you loaded that data, you can see on the right side, you can see the table names.
Where on the
Right side. Let me show you on the option again. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Once again. You can see here the option, right? The data. Expand this. Here you can see the tables. If you load it, if you not yet loaded, then it's not going to be shown. Even you can see in the data view also. Table view, second icon also you can use. Left side you can see the icons, right?
On that data, okay, let me check here. I can't see it. I can't see
it.
It
means you not yet loaded. It means you not yet loaded the data. You just connected. Have to apply.
No. I use the import option.
Yeah. Whatever it is, import option also will show the data. Import
But it
option
showed
also.
me the data initially.
1 minute.
I saw the table, but
Get data and SQL server you use, right? And server name, database name, and import you selected, correct?
no. I just from the report view, go to the first option here on your left.
Report view, okay.
Yeah, report view. Then this report view. This report view, table view, model view, and the DAX query view.
Yes.
The first one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in first one. Yes, I'm in report
Click on
view.
it.
Yes, I'm there in that report view. Why? Because
Then,
I'm able to see
from
the
there, from report view, it asks me to import data from Excel, and I imported.
I got it where you are. Okay. So once you open the Power BI report, no blank report.
Yes.
Then
Once
it will ask here itself, right? That options you used.
Yes. Once you open it newly,
People who are looking to people who are okay with the stuff. If you don't have any questions, you can log out. The session is completed for the day. So let's connect at the same time tomorrow. So as they have some questions, no, I'll be here. So people who have any other works, you can log out. That's it for the day. Okay. So please join tomorrow at the same time.
Right.
So here what you
The
did,
first one,
get
the
data
first one,
from
yeah.
another,
No, the first
import
one,
data
yeah.
from Excel.
Yeah.
Okay. So you selected the file. Have you selected the
Yes.
file? And then
Yes.
open.
And I open it, yeah. Then
Okay.
it took me to, it connected, took me to Navigator.
Okay. Have you
Yeah,
selected
Navigator.
this? Have you selected?
No, I didn't select that. Okay.
So this is what you have to do. You have to select the sheet.
No, I selected it. Yeah, I selected it.
You
And
selected
it
the
op-
sheet.
yeah, and you open the file for
And
me.
it
Yeah.
shows the like this. And then load you
Yes,
have
and it
to.
shows load, transform, cancel.
Have you selected load?
No, I didn't select load.
So you have to select the load and click on that load. This is how the data looks. So you can see
Okay,
the
after
data.
loading. Okay, all right.
Yes,
Okay, I
now it
got
is
it.
loading.
All right.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll show you this option. Okay, as
Thank
it
you.
is
Thank you.
introduction
I was
class.
just trying to play with it and see.
Yeah, you have to do. You have to do. Then
Okay.
only you can learn more and more.
All right.
It's good to
Thank
do
you.
actually.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, I see one more hand raise here. Yes, Tavla, I see hand raise from your end. Please unmute yourself and then talk.
Yes, I was just wondering if you could share the links that you said to be able to use or
Yeah,
have.
give me a minute. I'll just search for it. I think
And then also for the data that we're using to walk through some of the tutorials, are you providing that in the LMS as
Yes.
well?
Yes, I'm going to do that. So as I mentioned, no, we are going to discuss one project, the sales related project, right? So that data I'll share with you guys. So have you checked in Microsoft Power BI on the App Store? Just check in
Okay, let me check.
App Store. If it is available, you can use that. So this actually request already done by some other developers for the Microsoft team. I don't know when they are going to take it up. So I'm going to share one link with you. So use that link for this one. Okay.
I don't see Power BI in the App Store.
Okay. Okay, don't worry. So I'm placing here one link. So here it has a step by step, and even there is a one video also. You can go through with that.
Okay, let me see.
So you can type for Power BI Desktop on Mac in YouTube. So you'll get a one channel link. Okay, you can use that as a reference also. Okay, right now I shared one document, one link. So we can use that link for the installation. Try with that. Okay. It has a lot of things. Just go through with that. You should have a lot of patience to go through with that.
Do you know
Please do that.
anybody?
Sorry?
Do you know anybody that
No.
aside from do you know anybody that has used this website? Because if I have to download additional
Actually, last time in the last sessions, people asked about this, though I shared the same link with them. So they use that. I didn't get any questions from them, like, it's not working or something like that. I didn't get any concerns from them. Okay. Cool. Don't worry, try with that. Even if you have virtual machines also, you can use virtual machines to download the Power BI Desktop instead of doing in your, okay? That also you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So that's it for the day. We are out of time. Let's connect tomorrow at the same time. People who not yet join the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group and then you'll get all the details about it. Okay, so Mati, don't worry. So we'll go through with that. Error will be maybe because of data type issues. Okay, because of data type issues. Don't worry about it. We'll go through with that, all the things. But try yourself. If it is not working, don't worry. We'll see the in further classes. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for the joining here. Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll connect tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye.